Woof.
Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, you are watching the third annual George Ginky Sansushi tournament here at Steinway Billiards, and we are live. I'm upstate out sitting inside the booth with Gail Glazebrook.
Hello.
And this is a phenomenal match between SVB, Shane from Boening, and Earl Strickland. This is a race to 9. The tournament format is as follows: races to 9 on the winners and losers side, and in the semifinals it's a race to 15, and in the finals a race to 15. We're going to sit in and try to call this match as close as possible.
Yes.
Don't take your eyes off the screen, because you do, and Earl will run 2 racks on you.
That's right. Or Shane.
Or Shane, yeah.
And this is a Predator Pro-Am Tour rules for 10 ball. Call shot, call safety. Shane is in his signature pink shirt.
Yeah, that started a while back with the breast cancer awareness. A lot of the players got involved with the pink. But you are watching the world's best 10-ball breaker right now in game 1. Three ball, coming up short there. Usually that ball, breaks off and goes around the table, goes into that corner pocket. Something to do with the speed, though.
And just as you were saying, best breaker
in the world,
he comes up dry.
Yeah.
Commentary, Jake. I was commentating with Russell earlier, and every single time we said this should be a closed rack, something crazy would happen. So the commentary jinx is definitely in effect this weekend.
Do you find it gives you a complex when that happens? I don't know. I kind of shy away from it. I get tight.
I do too. Though actually for me, I love Rob and I love Jose. But Jose was so far behind in the match that I kind of wanted to see Jose give it a good run. And he started to come back there a little bit. But then Rob did close the deal on that match.
Right. And Gail was talking about the Rob Saez and Jose Perica match, and that's going to be uploaded to YouTube. All these matches here will be uploaded to YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to the Inside Pool YouTube channel. And you can watch that match also.
It's great. I actually was just telling Tony's son Jonathan about that crazy ending that Ralph Eckert and Dennis Hatch had during the Steinway Classic. That was insane. And so I was telling him about it. I'm like, wait, I can do one better. It's on the internet, because you guys record everything and put it on the internet so that we can all see it whenever we want.
The first thing Dennis said to me after the match was over, he says, Al, I heard the internet dropped. I said, yeah, we dropped as far as when you got to the 5 ball, or when Ralph got to the 5 ball. And he said, oh, great. I said, but it was recorded and being uploaded to YouTube as we speak. And he said, oh, my God. But, yeah, he took it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he did, and he made a mistake. It was tiring. It was like a 12-and-a-half-hour, 13-hour day. There was a lot of pool being played and waiting in between.
Yeah.
Mistakes are going to happen.
Well, and the thing is that for me as an amateur, I find that seeing those kinds of things, while obviously Dennis didn't want to do that, Ralph didn't want to get pocket safed, but the reality is it's encouraging for someone like me to see that even at that level, those kinds of mistakes can happen. So everybody's human.
What's even more interesting, and let it be a lesson, the rules of the tournament is no concessions, right?
Right.
And Ralph following the rules and staying in his seat when some other person would just take a towel and throw it on the table because the 10 ball wasn't that hard of a shot, stayed in his seat, and now instead of being eliminated from the tournament, he moved on, and Dennis was.
Exactly.
Let that be a lesson. Stay in your seat until the last ball is pocketed.
Let them earn it.
So Earl Strickland, like we were saying, don't blink. Just ran through that rack, leads 1-0 in this race tonight.
And are these two still rooming together?
Yes, they are rooming together.
So
I believe Jose is also involved with that. Funny story Earl was telling us about Jose snoring, and Earl actually built up a wall around Jose's sleeping quarters so that he can tune the noise down a little bit.
I can imagine living with Earl. There is never a dull moment, ever.
Yes. Earl's great, on and off the table. Nevertheless, breaks dry.
And we have 2 dry breaks in a row. Is this house packed or what?
Yes. Yes. We're getting the extensions. They're ordered in. I think they're due to come in about 8 o'clock where they stretch the walls. We're going to add a couple more tables and a lot more seating room. I'll tell you, if you're in this area, you got to come down to Steinway Billiards here in Astoria, Queens. Manny, Anna, and George, and the whole crew, staff, doing an excellent job catering to so many people every day. I mean, you get here at 11 o'clock in the morning this morning, and it was mobbed.
I'm actually really glad that after the Ginky Memorial Tournament, there's a bit of a break here for all the craziness that's been at Steinway, because I'm planning my wedding. I got my wedding in a month and a half, and Steinway is putting weight on me because the food is so good here. I can't stop eating the chicken pesto wrap.
Once again, folks out there in the chat, we've been blowing the food up out of, and some of you don't believe it, but here you go.
It is so good.
Right here. The food is really, really good.
Full bar, everything is so good here, and the staff is amazing. You will not regret coming down here if you decide to make your way down here in person. And if you can't do that, you always have the live stream provided by Inside Pool and NYC Grind. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, and all the sponsors that jumped on board. In fact, the sponsors are still coming in to the last minute. I mean, we're picking up beer sponsors. Who else did we pick up? We picked up one of the table repair guys the other day, North County, John, North County Restorations. And it's great to see. I mean, these sponsors jump on board to support this tournament and tour. And in fact, what we did on the live stream news on one of the threads on the forums that we started posting logos. Bob and I, we put logos up to companies so that we called it like thank the sponsors. And you can just go to this thread and click on the logos, and automatically it will forward you to their email addresses and just say thank you. This morning when I woke up, I had emails in there saying that from one of the companies that they did receive emails, which was nice to hear.
Wow.
So I'm glad people are using it.
That's great.
Yeah.
You can't beat a free live stream like this, and you're watching Earl Strickland and Shane Van Boening. I mean, come on.
Champions.
And we now have a 1-1 match.
Yes, we're tied at 1. Shane will put his score up in a second. Up in the left-hand corner of your monitor, the players put up their own scores. And after this, Inside Pool is on their way to Maryland. They're doing the Maryland State Straight Pool Championships. So,
Peter Burrows.
Yeah, and they're moving.
I think that's great. Tony and I were dying to go to that event. We've been trying to make our way out there for a couple of years, but it's always tough. September's a big month for the Predator Tour, and unfortunately we have an event planned for that same weekend at Snookers.
Another nice Steve's room, right?
Yeah.
Another nice room. Beautiful room.
Do we have another dry break? Yep. Another dry break.
And a shot on the 1. Tough ball. You know, you might even see Earl bank this 1 ball. He doesn't have to play this 1 ball. There's a lot of traffic there.
A lot of traffic.
He might even elect to bank it unless if he can hold the rock, he'll hold the rock and play it straight in. But if he can, you might see him bank it. He's got a very small window there to deal with. I mean, if he can draw back in front of the 7, he'll be okay. Oh, he had room. Okay.
Huh. He navigates through this. That would be quite impressive. There's a lot of balls on that bottom end of the table.
Oh, I'm sure Earl has seen this pattern once or twice before in his life. I mean, he's like, no fear. I think Jimmy Rempe was the best that I ever saw get in and out of a pack playing straight pool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So Earl getting some of the traffic out of his way. And after this 4 ball, he should be okay. That should have been his key ball right there for the whole rag.
Very nicely done. Earl is actually sponsored by Steinway Billiards here in Astoria, Queens, New York City. recently moved out here. I guess it's been about a year now, maybe a year.
You know, I'm afraid to even think about time. It goes so fast.
I know. Trust me, I know.
I found out yesterday I got a warrant out for my arrest.
What?
Yeah, Museum of Natural History sent it out. They said I escaped. I mean, the time just flies by. You know, every time you turn around, it's a month gone by. I mean, you know, we're already into September.
I know. September. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're close to your wedding.
I know.
Boy, it's going to be a great time.
No, I'm really.
But you know, you're into tear jerkers. I noticed when Tony got into the Hall of Fame, he got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Tri-States just started a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I looked over and I seen you start to shed a tear. Tears of joy, of course.
Oh, they were. But the thing is, they double teamed me because not only were they. Well, we have a local favorite. That's for sure.
An audience out there, folks.
John was talking about Ginky, and he was talking about Tony and Ginky battling so much together in the 90s. And I mean, when you talk about Ginky, I get emotional. I mean, we lost him 3 years ago, and it was really, really tough. And then they went right into the Hall of Fame induction for Tony and Ginky.
Great ceremony.
Yeah.
I really liked it. And getting back to Earl in New York City, I mean, you can hear the crowd behind him. They welcome Earl with open arms here in New York. And they stand behind him. You know, Earl gets out of a game, and it was a nice run, too. He ran that pack. Shane came up dry on the break, and Earl ran right through it. He had a shot on the wall.
That's right. And we got a 2-1 race.
Yes, we do. CNG Gas, one of the sponsors here. I got to click right back because Earl's quick. I'm afraid we're going to miss that break.
Yeah, everybody keeps asking me if I'm excited about the wedding. I am. I just haven't had a chance to be excited because we've had tournaments back to back to back, and we've got 6 more after this in a row.
Well, you're not only dealing with the tournaments, plus you got the leagues going. I mean, you guys are super busy.
So I tell everybody the first step I take down the aisle will be the first time I get to be excited.
There you go. All right, the 8 ball looked like it was going to fall into the side pocket and decide to spit it out.
Wow. That is 4 dry breaks now? Yeah, 2-1 race.
I kind of missed the first one. Yeah, 3, I think it is. 3, yeah. 2-1. Hey, we also like to thank Predator Qs. That's PredatorQs.com. Play NAPL. APL.com. PoisonBilliards.com. There's a lot of .coms in here, folks. So it's PullOnTheNet.com. Delta-13.com. Delta Rack. In fact, Manny has a rack on every table here.
Yep.
Delta Rack. It's a really strong rack. Precision. Pocket Coach. BilliardsPress.com. Pool.biz. That's Pool.bz. QTable.com. And Master Chalk, of course. And the media sponsors Inside Pool, NYC Grind, Pool Mac, Billiards Digest, and AZBilliards.com. Everybody getting together for this great memorial tournament. We're so glad that you did. KamuiTips.com. We're going on and on. There's more that we can thank as this match progresses. For everybody to get together the way they did, we can't thank you enough. Everybody in the chat, everybody that's helping out behind the scenes, we absolutely appreciate it. We know what it is to work behind the scenes. Senior man, CMBWSU in there is one of the moderators, partner on live stream news. We appreciate everybody that's viewing. Please hit the share button. Share this live stream, this great event with these 2 champions here, and let everybody know on their social medias.
This is actually a collaboration of 3 different tours. We have the Predator Pro-Am Tour, the Tri-State Tour, and the Nez Tour. They've come together the last 3 years to put on this event. And I think it's awesome. William Finnegan and Tony Robles of the Predator Tour.
Burgos, right?
Jose Burgos of the Nez Tour. John Lehman, Todd Fleetman, and Rick Shellhouse of the Tri-State Tour. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and we really, really, really would like to thank them for all of their hard work putting on this awesome event in memory of our dearly departed friend, George Sansusi.
Yes.
Interesting rack we have here.
Yeah, I like the safe that Earl just hit Shane with.
Yes.
How does he escape?
Well, he could pull out a jump cue and start Earl on his tilt. He wanted to put the long rail,
there, huh?
go to the long rail, and try to kick at the 2-ball.
Can he get around that way?
I don't know. I'm just saying that because we all know Earl loves the jump cue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he does. I think that's one of the worst cues in America that he dislikes. And everybody knows that. I don't know what...
Can he see a piece of that, too? I'm so oh, my gosh.
Yeah, from our point of view, it didn't look like it.
Yeah. Uh-oh. But Shane, that's a second ball that Shane's not hit well. Unless... Did that slow down? I can't tell.
I don't know if it was not hit well. I don't know if he had enough of that ball to do anything with it, you know?
I think he can see the 2-ball.
Yeah, I think he can.
Oh. Earl's mumbling. It's starting. The volcano bubbles.
Beautiful. Yeah. All he has to do is stay calm, you know. Everybody's played Shane numerous times in challenge matches. He knows Shane's game. You sleep on Shane and you're in quicksand. He's going to step on top of your head and try to bury you. So, okay. He couldn't see the shot. What is he doing waving that stick? That's like 3 times in a row I've seen him. After he broke, he waved it.
He doesn't like what happened. That's his I'm disappointed reaction.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're looking for Shane. He's going to bank this 2-ball into the 6 probably and bring the cue ball behind the 9. That's what it looks like, the shot that he's playing.
Yeah, it looks like he's chalking up with the left-hand English.
Bank it over by the 6. No, he didn't play it short enough, did he?
I think he got perfect.
Oh, he did. Nice shot.
Safe.
Gonna have to really spin the cue to get it out there.
Table 19, Mark Farrell.
Came up short.
Steve Golding, Mark Farrell, 19.
Well, Earl tried to kick at the 2 and wound up going into the 7-ball, and now Shane has ball in hand. You live on a one-way street, right, Gail?
I do. Most of New York City's like that.
I noticed went over there. Gail went up to the bar and got 1 bottle of water. Boy, does she live on a one-way street.
Oh.
And I'm only kidding. Stay together.
You know what?
I just had a drink. I took a guess. No, I was only kidding. Honest to God, I'm only kidding.
I actually went to go get water because I literally started choking.
Yeah. Well, Shane, ball in hand. It looks like he's going to either play safe or elect to play the combination right at the 10-ball. He's firing at this combination.
Wow.
Nice shot. Now, who's up here at 2-1? Was it Earl up 2-1? Yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're tied at Desmond. 2-2. We are racing to 9.
And this is close, like most people predicted it would be?
Yes. Hopefully it goes down to, sitting on the edge of your seat and nail-biter. The Hill matches are really great to sweat. In fact, that Dennis and Ralph's match, wow, Hill went down to the last ball. Got to see it to believe it, folks. Devil Dave Astory from the house. We see you out there in the chat, Rattlesnake.
Now, was Shane breaking from that side originally?
Good question. Good question. We've been carrying on, and I really haven't been paying attention too much.
Yeah, but that 3-ball.
Short. See how it comes up short? That's one of those balls that usually goes around 3 rails of 4 and falls right into that corner pocket.
You know, I feel like Shane looks like he's in plot mode, you know, like he's, okay, this didn't work, that didn't work, you know, like he's trying out things, and then he's going to find that groove, and then boom, he's going to take off. Because he hasn't really been in this match yet. I mean, I know the score's 2-2, but I'm not seeing the Shane that I usually see.
And not only that, the format is winner breaks.
Right.
So, you know, Shane starts putting packages together. Well, it can go either way, but, you know, being that I think personally Shane has the best break in the world when it comes to 10-ball. If he starts finding that sweet spot, like you said, Earl could be in some real serious danger. Well, he was practicing over here the other day, right here on this tight table. To our right, there's a tight table, and he ran 7 racks of 10-ball. So he finds that sweet spot. Yeah, Earl can be in trouble, and vice versa. I don't take Earl's game lightly at all. Another beautiful save by Shane.
Yep. And what I like about that save also is that he's put Earl on top of the 8-ball too, if he wants to kick at that long rail on your left-hand side. Makes it all the more difficult to kick at this 1-ball.
Kicking at the long rail on the left-hand side is a good kick, but he gets behind the 1-ball.
Yep.
If there's enough room in there, and we all know he's gonna, you can get that ticky and fall right into the corner.
Yeah. Plus, being jacked up over the 8-ball, you put that little bit of masse, makes it that much more difficult to control your cue ball. If you are in the area here at Steinway, they do host 2 different in-house tournaments here on Mondays and Wednesdays. William Finnegan runs them. You get a lot of the players that are playing in this event right now playing in those events. I think Monday is the handicap tournament,
yes,
and then Wednesday is the Open Pro. Wow. Can you tell Earl's the house pro here?
Standing room only, folks. There's people standing behind the people sitting, and people standing on chairs behind them.
Oh, that was incredible. And remember, this is a call shot, call safety, so Earl had to call safe when he hit that ball.
Right. Or else the incoming player, which would be Shane, has the option to make him shoot again if he didn't call safe. All luck didn't fall. Two rails right out of the corner. Now he's got to hit this pretty hard to send the one up by the 2.
Oh. He just breezed by that 1-ball.
Earl just looking to get behind the 2-ball there. Problem is you get the 2 up table, 3 down, 4 up table, and 5, and then the 6 back to the other side. His key ball here is just getting from the 3 to the 4. After that, he should be okay.
I like that shot he just chose. Nice controlled. Now, do you think he meant to get a little farther down so that he could drag that to the along that rail, or?
He's got his cue ball on a string. I think he's just going to draw this right back. I don't think he's going to go forward, unless he has the angle. Yeah, he did have the angle to go forward. Watch the point.
Whoa! Wow.
Not the happiest camper right now.
And the signature cue swipe shows that Earl is not happy with the way that worked out. But honestly, even if that had not hit the point, I don't know that it would have come down far enough to have good shape on the 4-ball anyway. Nope.
Good point. I mean, no pun intended.
Clever.
I get lucky once in a while.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I heard that bird call once before. Gee whiz, Gail.
Sorry, he was flirting with the side pocket.
Wow.
I don't
Well,
know.
I thought Earl was going to be out, once he got from the 3 to the 4. Unfortunately, he didn't make the 4.
Right.
And now Shane.
And you did call that. You said it was going to be, if there was any kind of a tricky area, it was 3 to the 4. So you called that well.
Yeah, I get lucky.
That's what the Filipinos say all the time, too.
When he wins the tournament, I got lucky.
I got lucky. Ooh, he used all the pocket on that, too. I don't know. I don't know. The form to me, I think Shane's still looking to get comfortable. I don't see the normal Shane here.
When he goes into that sweet spot and make that ball break, and keeping Earl down in his chair, yes, you're going to see Shane's stroke wide open, and just punch a gear like he always does, and rack after rack, he can run him out.
Mm-hmm. And I like that they're not giving the 10 ball to one another. I like that they're making them shoot the 10 ball.
I agree. I think it's a great rule.
You are watching the 3rd annual George Ginky Sanssouci Memorial Tournament here at Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York City, and this is a second-round winner's side match. Shane Van Boening against Earl Strickland, the house pro here at Steinway Billiards.
Yes, absolutely. Running 5 and 6 miles a day. Earl always hits me. I'm running 5 miles a day. I feel great. He is too.
I think that's great. I can't run a mile without heaving.
I do a couple 100 miles, I guess, every once in a while.
100 miles?
Well, in the car. I'm not going to get out there. If it doesn't have a motor, I'm not doing it. You can get it.
I see.
All right, now Shane switched up.
Uh-huh.
And the cue ball did too, went right to the drink.
Wow. I think there was a commentary jinx from the very beginning, because you mentioned what a great breaker Shane was, and so far this has been an unsuccessful match of breaking.
Where's my little commentary jinx doll I usually use? I got needles and pins in it somewhere.
Look, it's wearing a pink shirt.
I got one up here somewhere.
I see how it is.
I do have one up here somewhere, believe it or not. Okay, it's been back and forth in this match, and you can see the score up on the top of your monitor on the left-hand side, 3-2 in favor of Shane. And Mr. Earl Strickland up at the table. What is the eyeballing? Is the eyeballing if the 5 goes by the 9? Is that what he was eyeballing? I mean, the 5 goes into the other corner.
Well, he got pretty straight on this 3 ball. I mean, there is an angle, but he's going to have to punch it. And I think that's what he's disappointed. Just making him work harder, I think that's why he was upset. See? Got to punch it over, and now he can't. I don't know.
Can't get on the other side. That's what he was concerned about.
Earl demands perfection, and he gets annoyed when he doesn't execute the way he wanted to. And now he's got a little bit of work going for him. He might have to shoot the 5-9 combo here.
He's going to look at it once again. It must be close.
You think he'll try to run into these balls? And I hate running into balls.
He's got an opportunity I think he has the angle where he can actually just nip the 5 and push it out, but he's got to be real careful that the cue ball doesn't wind up behind the 6.
See, I'd try to nip, I guess.
Just like that.
Nice. Good shot. We have a 3-2 score in this match against Earl Strickland and Shane Van Boening, and Earl is behind in the match, looking to tie it up right here.
Yes. He's on the verge. I'd go out on a limb right here and say Earl is out, but I've seen things happen.
Uh-oh, commentary? Jeez!
Earl, I got the body English working. I'm pushing the cue ball out of the side pocket. Wow.
Upstate, I was playing with that little voodoo doll again. Little Jinx voodoo doll.
I was looking at the crowd saying, what? You guys thought I was in the scratch?
Goodness.
He's beautiful. Gotta love him.
Uh-oh, he's going to end up on top of that 8 ball.
I'd rather see me dog.
Wow.
I know.
How did we get that? How did we get
We're picking up the table, Mike.
Wow.
What are you talking to me?
Okay.
And as Tony Robles approaches, I'm going to leave the booth and let Tony get in here and sit with his bride-to-be. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Al, I love commentating with you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My honor.
Hi, babe.
Hi, everyone. I'm not sure what the score is, but I do know that people here are going nuts every time that Earl wins a rack.
Well, Earl just tied it up 3-3. He tried once to scratch in the side pocket, the corner hook. I only know the bad term for the point.
Oh, gotcha.
The point helped save him from a scratch, and then he made a really good shot on the 8 ball. So now he's tied it up 3-3. I had Tony Robles in the booth with me, and we are at the 3rd annual George Ginky Sanssouci Memorial Tournament here in Astoria, Queens, New York City at Steinway Billiards.
And it's always great to watch Earl play against Shane because I kind of feel like Earl usually brings the old, Shane brings the old Earl back and makes him want to play like the old Earl did back then, you know. Omar Coffee Chavez is in the chat room. Are you stopping by today, buddy? And I'd like to welcome everyone else in the chat room. Thank you for tuning in, and all the viewers, thank you for tuning in. And I hope that you're enjoying this amazing event in honor of our dear friend, George Sanssouci. Oh, look at that shot he just hit Shane with.
I'm telling you, Earl has been spot on when it comes to some of these killer safeties he's been making. He's making Shane's life a little bit of miserable.
And what an amazing kicker he is. He's a kick shot artist and a half. He kicks extremely well. Hello to Barbara and Ronnie Park. All of our friends are in here in the chat room.
Well, it's a big match.
Yeah.
We got a big match up here. Shane Van Boening versus Earl Strickland. I don't know if it gets much better than this.
Yeah, and I mean, for those who really know, or in the know, everyone knows that no one in the world is really playing better than Shane Van Boening at this point in time.
But Earl would like to, he would like to.
Earl has something to say about that.
I think so. I think Earl would say, I think I'm playing better than that Shane Van Boening.
Yeah.
I ain't get no respect.
But one of the best things one of the funniest things I've ever seen was, that was a good kick there, but I think he might be able to get out from here. Earl might be able to, I don't know, depending whether or not the 3 goes in the corner.
Well, Shane did pocket a ball on that, so Earl would have had the option to give it back should the shot not have worked out the way he wanted it to.
That's correct. One of the funniest things I've ever seen in the U.S. Open was one time Earl made this ridiculous shot that I don't think any pro player on the planet would ever even consider going. They would consider banking it but not cutting it in. He just cut it in like it had eyes, 100 miles an hour. Keep was going back and forth. And he noticed that there were like 200-300 people. That was a great kick right there.
That was a great shot.
He did that one great. And Earl makes a shot, and he notices that no one's clapping for him, so he calmly takes a stick, puts it down on the table, and starts clapping it for himself. Looks at the crowd. He said, "What you guys do? Pay nickel to get in this joint?" It's like,
You could have made that boss on.
Oh my goodness.
Franco, how are you doing, Franco? It's my boy Franco, and also in the chat room. Wow, what an amazing kick that was, huh?
It was. And I hope that they get a referee in here, because if he decides to come around 2 rails, just to be on the safe side so that there's no arguing which ball he hit first. There's some shenanigans going on, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Usually a great shot comes after.
Yeah.
He's probably going to try to stop it right there.
Look at
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You have to really appreciate world-class pool, seriously.
Honestly.
And this is it just doesn't get any better than this.
No. I mean, the room in here it's electric at this moment because they're loving the fact safety, better safety, even better safety, great kick safety. Wow. I think Shane is wondering where all of his applause is when he makes those shots. But you can tell Earl is the house pro here at Steinway Billiards, so he does have a bit of a local crowd going on.
And Earl really wants to win this because he won this event last year, and he made a nice speech last year after he won the event. It was pretty nice.
He really did. He actually told the story about when he first played Ginky.
That's right.
You want to tell our viewers?
Well, when he found out he was going to play someone named Ginky in the final, he said, "Ginky? What's a Ginky?" He says, "I'm robbing this guy. I'm stealing." Ginky beats him like 13-6, and he says, "Man, I thought I was robbing. This guy stone cold robbed me." He called his friend back in North Carolina, and he says, "Oh, I'm stealing."
I'm playing a Ginky. What's a Ginky?
Say hi to a couple of other people. Run out JJ. We have South Bronx 718, and what's the other one?
South Bronx is actually Frank.
Oh, Frank.
And Shane did make contact with that one ball, but I believe he called it. And since he did not pocket the ball, Earl elected to give the shot back to Shane.
That's very tough. It's almost impossible to play safe in that situation. Oh wow. Earl hit that one a little bit on the hard side. He's not going to be happy about this one because he's probably going to pull out the jump stick.
Here we go. And the bubbles of the volcano continue.
Yep. Jim 413, my son did okay. He didn't win a match, but he almost took someone to the hill, and it was his very first tournament. And very proud of him. Very, very proud of him. His gymnastics team, high school gymnastics team, won the New York City Championships 2 years in a row, and about to defend that championship, trying to make it 3 in a row for senior year. So pretty confident they're going to do well.
He didn't win a match, but he scared him.
Oh, he scared him, right? Let's see how Shane does with this jump. He's really taking his time, so he really wants to make this ball. Oh, he was calling the bank. He called the bank, so it's a good chance that he's going to shoot this again. Earl's definitely going to make him shoot this. He's not happy where that one ball stopped because he knows this is going to be a tough kick. You're going to have to call one of the tournament directors to watch his hit.
We are playing Predator Pro-Am Tour rules, call shot, call safe in this 10-ball tournament. And we have some really big names in the event. Shane Van Boening, Earl, you're watching. Tony Robas here is commentating and also playing in the tournament. We also have Stevie Moore, Mike Davis, Jason Shaw, who you guys saw earlier on the live stream, Zions V, Hunter Lombardo, Jennifer Beretta. I know I'm missing a bunch of people, but Jeremy Sosi, Drew Korziak, Frankie Hernandez,
George Rodriguez.
I mean, tons of big names are playing in this event.
Very nice little massé there. Wow, look at that.
Wow.
Came out smelling like a rose on that one.
Is there going to be an art?
And Sudden Death 127 is asking about the snookers event for 9-ball, 10-ball. The amateur event is a scattered entry fee depending on your skill level. It goes anywhere from 45 to 90.
Mm-hmm.
And for the Open Pro, it's $100, and that does not include membership. So we're excited about going to Snookers in a couple of weeks, and I cannot thank Steve and Regina Golding enough, the owners of Snooker. What an amazing place they have there, and the Hall of Fame is absolutely beautiful. The room is beautiful, and we're excited to go there.
I'm really looking forward to it. And I know I keep talking about food, but I like to eat. Steinway Billiards has great food, but so does Snookers.
Oh, yeah. Regina has been making the special tomato sauce for you. Look at that, Seth.
Wow. Earl the Pearl Strickland.
I bet Shane's starting to think, man, this guy's giving me more than what I'm bargaining for. But you know, in all honesty, it really doesn't make much of a difference. I mean, when you're playing at the level that Shane's playing at, I mean, don't be surprised if he kicks his two rails, actually hits a third rail, you know, barely touches the one and leaves the cue ball right by the 10. One player that I know hits this shot extremely well, he nails it almost every time, is Mika Immonen. Oh my God, it's like it's a hanger.
Where was Mika today?
I think Mika was on his way to Qatar for the World
Championships. Ah, okay.
But remember, the table is running a little long side. Look, check it out.
Wow!
See if you would have hit the third rail, though, and tapped one, the cue ball would have come right on top of the
wow.
But this is one hell of a safety battle. People over here really getting their money's worth, even though they have to pay to watch.
Exactly. And you on the live stream aren't paying to watch either because this is brought to you free by Inside Pool and NYC Grind. It does not get any better than this. Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was definitely effing style for sure.
And Shane's got to be going, man, I made that great hit, and I'm still behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, no, this is one of the best safeties battles that I've ever seen. And you know, I mean, I don't know what he can really do here. I don't even know if he can hit the ball below the side pocket, withdraw, and maybe bend the ball, because I don't know if he has a double rail available here. The only other option I see here is hit it just right to curve Massey around the 5 and then just nudge the 1.
Wow.
But those are the only two options I really see. Maybe, I don't know if he can even kick 3 rails by where the ball near the 8 is, but I don't think that's a good option either. I think he's either going to Massey.
Yeah, he's doing what you just said.
And if he hits it just thin enough, he'll play it safe.
9 ball stop it, right?
Yep.
Oh, nope.
Yeah, it's a difficult shot. It wasn't an easy shot.
But look
at this, look. 3 might have gotten tied up, not 100% sure.
And I can't tell. I'm assuming that the 9 ball... Oh, yeah, okay, you can see that.
Yeah, I think Earl should be fine here. Has a little zigzagging to do. I think the only thing that might give him trouble is the 8 to the 9.
Yeah.
The 8 to the 9 is going to be a little tricky. And knowing Earl, he's probably going to go leave just the right angle on the 8, but to end up going 1, 2, 3, 4, and in between the 9 and the 10, if I had to take a guess.
What a rack.
In this game, anything's possible. I was falling asleep on my chair. Almost fell asleep 5 times. I'm embarrassed to say that. I'm just exhausted. And I was losing 8-1 against Greg McAndrews, and I won 8 in a row to win the match 9-8.
Yes, and
started waking up a little bit towards the end, but Greg helped a lot too.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that. He just missed that ball. Wow. See, it's stuff like that costs you a match. You know, you just never know. It's that one miss. Sometimes it's all it takes to turn things around in favor of your opponent.
Me personally, I think Earl was recognizing that the 8-9 was going to be tricky, and I think he hadn't let that thought go when he shot the 4 ball.
You're absolutely correct there.
Because he knew. Well. I mean, you got to give every single.
Oh wow! Look at
this. They don't want to shoot the 8s and the 9.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Where are these misses when I play them? It's like I watched a boxing match one time against Felix Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya years ago, and the announcer said one of them is playing like he's scared, and the other one is playing like he's glad the guy's scared. That's what I feel like I'm kind of seeing here. But I seriously doubt, I'm joking around, but I seriously doubt that they're scared of one another. I think they have the utmost respect, and they're pumped that they're playing one another, and they're just trying to do the best that they can.
Wow. Wow.
Look at this,
oh my gosh. Okay, folks, I would, as the amateur here in the booth, I would like to acknowledge the fact that I feel a lot better about my own game, because I'm watching 2 of the best, and they miss, so I feel better. I can live.
We are human. I mean, Michael Jordan can never say that he never missed a basket, despite the fact that many consider him the greatest NBA player of all time.
But it is comforting to know that you know, you guys at your level also miss too, because I think sometimes as amateurs, we get frustrated with ourselves because we miss a ball that we're not supposed to miss. And
But look at the experience of Shane. He recognized the fact that he missed the ball, so now he's taking his time, trying to figure out exactly where it is that he needs to be on the 8 to get on the 9, and he's taking his time.
yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's fine. But you see, now he's taking his time. He said, you know what, I think I missed enough hangers. Let me start putting this together.
I think he just doesn't want the crowd to clap for Earl anymore. I think he hit that. Perfect.
He almost sounded like the little baby in the commercial.
Ricky. Okay, this is not a gimme. It is a gimme.
Yeah, for him it is. The way he's playing, absolutely. He's taking his time.
Nicely done, Jimmy.
Yes, Gail is a singer.
No, I am not. Ridiculous.
She just doesn't know it.
No. Somebody
Anyway,
in the
so
chat.
Shane just takes the lead 4-3, and we have boozy here. We have a great match, and this place is absolutely packed, and everyone is surrounding the table. So
I'm telling you, anybody that's currently playing a match wants to take a break right now and watch this. I'm sure, because this is hot.
And I would like to take this opportunity to thank once again, our title sponsor, Predator Cues from PredatorCues.com. I can never thank Kyle Nolan, Janie Haney, George Figueroa, everyone else, the staff, the entire staff of Predator, for supporting us and believing in us, because they've had faith in us since day one.
Well, I don't know what just happened there.
Yeah, I did not see.
Maybe Shane didn't have the 2 and the 3 at the corners, and that is one of the rules.
Maybe.
Luke Laughlin has congratulated us on our upcoming nuptials.
Oh, thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
Maybe he didn't put the 10 in the middle. I don't know. Not that it makes a difference. It doesn't count on the break anyway. No matter
That's
which
true.
bracket you put it, but you know. Oh, there's that break. Extremely rare that you see Shane. It's extremely rare you see Shane hit that with follow. He didn't make anything. He mishit that one.
I think he's come up dry every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there may be one rack I can't recall now, but I think he's come up dry every single time he's broke.
This table is very tough to break on because the balls just won't freeze well. When I played Earl here in the Steinway Classic, they just won't freeze well. We both struggle to pocket balls.
You know, maybe that's a little bit of Ginky up there.
Oh, look at that. He jumped up on that one. It's almost as if he's starting to psych himself out.
Well, you know, he's got to just, if I'm Earl at this point, which I will never be, but if I'm Earl at this point, he's got to calm down. You know, it's 4-3, and Shane's rattled. Well, you know, Shane's not made some mistakes in this in this match too. Mm-hmm. He's got to calm himself down and focus.
But so does Earl.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about.
You said Shane, okay. Thank you, post first.
Ow. That was a big lost opportunity for Earl there.
It sure was, because he had a wide open table. He can't blame anyone but himself.
Nope.
What?
What is going
That's
on?
just the only way to react to that.
What is... You know what this is? This is Ginky up there having a field day. Ginky is up there, and he just wants to remind everybody that this is his table, And if you're going to talk about the best player ever, he wants it to be him.
Yeah, it must be, because let me tell you, I mean, that was a huge miss there, because now instead of going up by 2 games by the score of 5-3, it is now a tie match, and Earl has a chance
I can't
to go ahead
believe-
5-4 if he breaks and runs out.
What, Tony, you're the pro. What is going on?
You know, sometimes when you're playing a great player and you see how excited the crowd is, you start losing a little bit of focus. It is very possible, because there are times when you're playing in a major tournament, you don't see people get into it the way they do over here. You know, every crowd is different, and a lot of times that can impact the player. But, I mean, Shane is usually not affected by stuff like that, but a lot of people aren't used, or he's not used to having people cheer against him, because everyone here is actually obviously rooting for Earl because he's a house pro. You never know. You never know. That could be in the back of his mind. I know, because I've been there many years ago, many times, and it's like I've seen it happen over and over again.
Give us a second. Earl's not supposed to be talking about the rack at all.
No.
He's not allowed to do that. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go make sure Finnegan takes care of that.
Robert Hart, table 20. Mike Davis on table 20. Robert Hart, Mike Davis on 20. Bill Cody, 24. Dan Sintrop, 24. 25, John Ortiz.
All right, Earl makes the ball on the break finally, but the one, well, actually, he might end up with a shot here.
Gary O'Callaghan.
And it's like I said earlier,
25. Gary O'Callaghan, Nelson Alabama.
there's a good chance that Earl might take the lead with the, oh my Lord, I cannot believe what, this is unbelievable. I'm pretty sure that everyone that's viewing this match right now is in absolute utter shock, because it's been a long time since I've seen a player, 2 top players like this, make so many mistakes within like 2 or 3 racks. But as I said earlier, we're all human. We're all human, and you know, who knows? Maybe starting next match, they might not miss a ball for the rest of the tournament. My experience when I first started playing on the pro tour full time in the early to mid '90s, I used to watch all of the top players matches from beginning to end. I never missed a match. Mike Siegel, Nick Warner, Earl Strickland, and Buddy Hall. And Earl is the only player that I ever saw in my entire life out of all the players that I've ever seen. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know what's going on. This is amazing. I am in shock here. But Earl's the only player that I ever saw win a tournament without missing a single open shot. I've never seen it happen before. Gail, you just missed something that I still don't believe it.
That was, I heard I missed something crazy.
He just shot a standard shot, Shane did, and just drew the cue ball straight into the side pocket.
What?
But Earl broke and had an open table, shot the 2 ball, and scratch. And he just scratched, went straight into the pocket. He was trying to cut the ball.
Amazing. This is the wildest match I've ever seen.
Yeah, but that means that we have some very good pool coming soon.
That's true. And is this Earl leading 5-4 now?
Yeah, Earl's leading 5-4. I knew he was going to start complaining about Finnegan saying something about the rack. Well, Earl came up dry again. I agree that Ginky is looking down and he's probably laughing, but he's probably getting a kick out of this, knowing that everyone is here honoring him like this. And again, I cannot thank everyone enough for tuning in and seeing everyone in the chat room, viewing, and everyone that took the time to stop by Steinway Billiards. And this is by far, in my opinion, the best Ginky Memorial that we've had.
Oh, yeah.
And we just broke a record. We had a total of 190 players between the amateur and the Open Pro event. Last year we had 175, so that's something that we're extremely proud of.
That's great.
And, this just shows the love that people had for Ginky and the impact that he had in the world of pool and what people, how much they respected him.
I'll tell you, my personal experience with Ginky, I enjoyed watching him play, but he was also, he saw you struggle with a shot, he'd come right up to you and say, you know what, you need to learn to do this, or you should work on that, or let me show you how to do this pattern better. He was always willing to step in for an amateur and give his time. And I appreciate that. I think a lot of professionals could do more of that and encourage some of the up-and-coming players to get better.
That is correct. Poolman28 is asking why would there be an issue with Earl answering a question from Shane. Look at this, it's happening again. We have a rule in the Predator Tour where it's rack your own and the 10 does not count on the break, but you are not allowed to check your opponent's rack.
Right.
We just found out that what happened is Earl realized that Shane did not put the 10 ball in the center. So that's why he's
unusual.
Yeah. I did it earlier in my match too.
Did you really?
Yep. I have an excuse though. I'm getting older, so I forget things.
I'm not going to argue.
Yeah. That's why I'm marrying you. Boy, what is going on?
I have no idea.
Honestly, ever since I met Shane about 10 years ago, this is probably the worst I've ever seen him play.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm not used to, but you know what? Every great player has what I call the match.
Yeah.
And almost every single time you see a great player having one bad match per tournament. Even though it doesn't happen that often for Shane, it's bound to happen sooner or later. And sometimes they need to get that out of the way in order to get back in a groove.
Yeah. And I actually agree with you, what you said earlier in the match about Shane. Shane's very used to being the favorite. Mm-hmm. He's very used to the crowd being on his side, the crowd rooting for him. He runs out, the crowd claps for him. But here at Steinway, Earl is the house pro here.
Yeah.
And so there's a stronger clap happening for Earl when he makes a good shot, when he, makes the 10 ball. So maybe you're right. Maybe, Shane is a professional. Arguably the best player in the world right now.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah.
Might be getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, Poolman28 asks, it was Earl's rack and Shane questioning it. I think what happened is Shane was, if I had to take a guess, I would say Shane was trying to give back to him a taste of his own medicine.
Probably.
Because, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Earl just went and hit the rack with his cue.
Yeah, which is uncalled for.
Which is uncalled for. So maybe that pissed Shane off a bit, and he wanted to make sure that that he gave him a little bit of his medicine back,
I've got my friend Aldo Troncoso. Decided to visit us in the booth real quick. Let's see if Shane can start to close the gap. But see, that stroke, don't get me wrong, he made the ball, but that felt...
No, he doesn't seem comfortable.
Right?
It's not the same Shane that we're used to seeing.
No.
He seems
tentative.
It's like how sometimes players have the tendency of falling in a little mini slump.
Yeah.
And they need some time to figure out what's going on. And if you haven't figured it out in your next couple of innings, you're going to continue to struggle. But until you figure, once he figures it out, that's it. It's a wrap.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Earl usually doesn't smile much when he's in a tournament. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. And one time, a couple of months ago, he told me, he says, I don't understand why we should shake hands. I don't think anyone should ever shake hands when they're playing in a pool tournament.
Gosh. I remember he was playing in one of the Predator Pro-Am tour stops, and we tend to take the picture before the finals because we want to make sure both people are still smiling because they don't know who's going to win, right? So unfortunately, I think we took the picture afterwards. Somebody got distracted, and we didn't get the picture till the finals ended, and Earl lost in the finals. And Earl would not smile for that picture, and he had on this little pouty face, like a child. And no matter what I said, he was just not going to smile.
Yeah.
He was so mad.
One of the funniest things Earl ever said to me, he said this to me about 7 years ago. He says, Tony, you're not going to believe this. And he was dead serious. He looked me right in my eye. He said, I never missed a ball that was my fault.
Oh, gosh.
He said, if I missed a ball in my entire career, it was either the chalk, the table, or the balls. But I never missed a ball that was my fault.
Well, good for him. I've missed a lot of balls that were my fault, so how do you respond to that? What did you say?
I just started laughing.
Oh my gosh. Must be nice to be born with that kind of...
Shane looks annoyed, though. He looks annoyed. I'm used to seeing him like that. I used to see any kind of emotion from him.
Table 12.
Wow, that one was nice. And look, you didn't make it, or did you make something? Okay.
Made a ball, but I think he's only looking at a 2-10 combo unless he decides to cross-bank the 2-ball.
He might have to play safe here. I don't think you want to risk a combo at this point in the match, down one game in the race to 9. It's just I mean, even if he makes it, I think it's not the right shot.
Mm-hmm. Now, if this was Oliver Ortman or Ralph Eckert, who seem to be ridiculously good at combos, they might take the 2-10 combo. We watched them in the World Straight Pool, and then they played in the Steinway Classic, and they were just making these ridiculously amazing combos that nobody in their right mind goes for except them.
Good
And you
shot.
were right.
He hit that great.
He played the safe.
Table 14, Jennifer Beretta. Paul O.
Oh, wow,
He
look at
won't
that.
be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't hit it. He obviously, I mean, he hit it great, but it's unfortunate that he caught the point. But I'm not sure if Shane can see enough to make it. I guess he can, because he's trying to figure out if he can see the 3. Yeah, he should be fine from here. I mean, if he gets right on the 6 ball to the side pocket, then he's out. He can roll it up a bit, just come off the rail. Stop shot, 5 inside, draw back a bit.
No problems. Man, this place is jam-packed in here.
It almost feels like a Saturday, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like a Sunday. Because Sunday, you're used to seeing like no more than 20 people here.
Unbelievable. We brought back 32 of the amateurs, and actually more than that, 48. We brought 48 amateurs back, and we brought and we had 61 players in the Open Pro, and there are easily 50 spectators here. So it is a packed house in here at Steinway Billiards.
Oh, there are way more than 50 people here. Are you kidding me?
No, I mean spectators only.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Probably more like 100.
This is getting interesting.
I think we're about to have a tie match.
I love a hill match. Always have. Those are my favorite matches.
Yeah. I like them except when you're playing.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching. And I'm a nervous wreck.
I like hill matches when I win, but I hate them when I lose. Well, Shane ties at 6-6.
And while we're in the middle of these racks, we'd like to take this moment to thank some of our sponsors. Predator Cues, first and foremost, title sponsor with Predator Pro-Am Tour. You can check out their cues at predatorcues.com. The National Amateur Pool League, Tony Robles' Amateur Pool League here in New York. PlayNAPL.com is that league's website. Poison Billiards, Pool on the Net. Delta 13. They just launched their new Delta 13 Select Racks. They are awesome. I highly recommend them. Steinway Billiards got new Delta 13 Select Racks for every single one of their tables. We also have Pocket Coach, BilliardPress.com, Pool.biz, QTable.com, and Master Chalk. And we definitely don't want to forget our media sponsors, Inside Pool, NYC Grime, Pool Mac, Billiards Digest, and azbilliards.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see how he hits these. I mean, he's starting to hit the break a lot better. Let's see if the cue ball just pops back up in the center of the table, slightly past the side pocket. He missed it to one a bit, but that might have been good enough to make a ball. Let's see. Nope. Tony, that is a good question. Tony Iggy, why are most of my matches hill?
You are a drama queen?
No, I don't think that's why.
Some people just need drama in their life.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure if he got behind a 3.
Let's see. Can we get a different angle? It's really...
Maybe he should pop out a jump cue or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, you are evil.
I've seen him pop out a jump cue years ago. I saw him pop out a jump cue, and Efren Reyes pop out a jump cue, and everyone in the crowd started dying laughing. And the first time that oh my Lord, what in the world is going on here?
What was that?
You know, it's possible that he curved around the 3 in the spin grab. He hit the ball thicker than what he wanted. Actually thinner. Watch it go 3 rails. Ping, ping.
Nope. He just, but you know what? He completely rushed that shot.
No, he shot that with a give-up stroke.
Yeah, definitely.
He really didn't take his time to measure the angle, figure out what he wants to do. Says, Tony, how do you keep your hair looking so slick? I stopped using gel, hair gel.
Shane's going to get ball in hand here. And, I mean, really, is the only thing tricky the 6 ball?
Yeah, I think he needs to get straight on the 5, and even if he ends up with an angle, he can always go up that tip. But I think he wants to get straight on the 5. That way he can just follow and have an angle on the 6 to come across the table to play the 7 in the side.
Uh-huh. And I think he did just that. Looks good to me. I'd also like to send a thank you to Devil Dave, who is in the chat. Devil Dave actually commentated during a lot of the events here at Steinway Billiards. Thank you very much for your contributions, Devil. And the only tricky layup in this rack, I think Shane's done really well with. No problems. Punch it out a bit, and he should be good to go.
Thank you, Dave. I really appreciate that.
And as we sit in the booth here, I just had Brian Russell walk by us, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Brian Russell. He owns Focused Apparel, new company, shirt company for the billiard industry, and they are awesome shirts. He does a really good job. He's got some hats, I think, in there, and a couple of little billiard accessories with the Focused Apparel logo. So if you're looking for some product, I like Focused Apparel.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job and very hard worker. He does a lot for the game, so we appreciate and are proud and happy to have him on board. Well, Shane pockets his 10 ball. He just took 3 in a row from Earl.
Yep.
3 in a row. So now he's ahead 7-6 in a race to 9, and Earl has to wake up. If he has that give-up attitude, he has no shot of winning.
Yeah.
And who knows, he might not even shoot again. She might go ahead and just run out from here.
Oh. And Earl's talking to himself. You can see in the top left-hand corner.
I should have taken more time on that kick shot.
Do you talk to yourself when you're shooting or when you're playing a match?
Yeah, inside.
Inside?
Run.
I know I do, but I'm
Every
normally
player
laughing
does.
at myself.
Every player does that.
And Shane to break. And he has potted a ball, and he has a shot at the 1 ball.
Yep.
Off the piece here, just move the vehicle, so they'll be closing the gates shortly, and your car will be locked in, and we'll be able to get out. So off the piece here, just expect to move your vehicle.
So over here, I don't know if he's going to. I mean, I don't know if he can hit this thin enough to go back and forth and play the 2 in the side. It's hard to tell from here. So tries. Yeah. He's probably going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 rails, and then end up putting the 2 in the opposite corner pocket. If I had to take a guess. See, 1. Oh no, he could hit it thin enough. Okay, so he's good.
Wow, that worked out really well.
That's a good shot, and he's probably going to, if he runs into the 7, he's probably going to put it in the opposite rail, opposite the 8 ball. Not even, he just barely touched it, so he should be good here.
Yeah, no problems.
Just a 7 to the 8.
Abel and Oscar Dominguez on 23. Abel and Oscar Dominguez on 23.
But you see, you can tell that he's back to the comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
See, he was a little uncomfortable there for a couple of racks, but he got back on track.
Or as Ginky would say,
BIL, which means?
back in line.
That's right. Yeah, I did hear Earl complain about the jumping, but you know, sooner or later he's just going to have to accept the fact that the game has changed.
I think the older you get, the more you begrudge change.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's thinking of drawing between the 8 and the 9. I don't know if he has an angle to do that. If he's just going to go, boom, there you go. That's what I expected him to do, because why take the risk, you know?
Yeah. He's not out of the woods yet. I mean, he's Shane Van Boening.
This shot is missable, but I guarantee you he probably shot this several 100,000 times more than the rest of the human race, and that's why he's a favorite to make it.
Yeah. And he shot that very well. Whoa.
All right, well, Shane Van Boening is on the hill. I am obviously still hoping for a hill-hill match.
Me too. And if you can go to that other camera angle, we can see Earl. I think you can tell a lot about a player just watching what they're doing in the chair. I one time had Jared Tarantola tell me about how you know, crossing your arms, crossing your legs. This is going to sound a little foo-foo, and that's okay. But, you know, it holds in the negative energy that you're feeling. Should try to have everything uncrossed.
Yeah.
Shane Van Boening on the hill to break.
George Rodriguez, Sean Morgan on 27. George Rodriguez, Sean Morgan, 27.
Last minute entry?
Nope.
Oh, and the 10 ball is pinging.
And that was his last break.
Oh, maybe you'll get your
So
hill here
now
after all.
It's all completely up to Earl. I really do hope that Earl stays focused for his sake, because this might be his last opportunity. He has a chance to make it 8-7 here. He just needs to stay focused.
He is completely capable of winning this match. If he can just keep his composure or find that, you know, that Earl gear that he's so known for. Money ball.
All right, if he makes his 10 ball, you're going to see, boom, 8-7.
8-7.
So he's one away from tying it double hill.
Doesn't Upstate Al say double cheeseburger? Is that what he says?
Who used to say that?
I think it's Upstate Al.
Upstate Al.
There are a lot of really great players playing in this Open Pro event at the 3rd annual George Ginky Sanssouci Memorial Tournament. Tony Robles in the commentary booth here with me is playing in the event. You're watching Shane and Earl. Got Stevie Moore, Mike Davis, Jason Shaw.
And we have to thank everyone that went out of their way to come to this amazing event. I mean, people came as far as California. Oscar Dominguez is here. Came all the way from California.
Oh, I forgot about Oscar. Yeah, that's right.
You have players that came from Massachusetts, from Pennsylvania, from
Virginia.
It's like they came from all over to honor the gangster, and that's I respect that.
Yep. Oh, definitely potted the ball.
He made the one on the side. Oh, he might have a shot on the 2 here.
I mean, let me tell you something. That's a tricky shot right there. I don't like this shot.
Yeah, this is very, very, very tricky.
And you have to hit this so perfect.
Yeah. I wonder if he can get it between the side pocket and the 6 ball to play the 4 in the pocket near the 7.
Well, he's not even thinking about it, thinking twice. He's just shooting.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me.
Look at that. He caught a roll.
Oh, my
He
gosh.
caught a roll.
Oh, my gosh.
He caught a roll with extra butter, maybe some jelly.
He's making me wiggle in my chair.
No, I didn't get lucky.
No, I didn't get lucky. That's because Earl didn't ever miss a ball that was his fault, right?
That's right. That's a tough shot. I mean, even if he gets position on the 5 ball for that corner pocket, you know, he's probably not going to have an angle or the angle that's required. He might have to play the 5 on the side.
Oh, my gosh.
Hit that great.
Oh, my gosh. This match has been awesome.
Yeah.
To watch.
This match had a little bit of everything.
Everything. You saw heroes, and you also saw that they are fallible.
Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, no, he's good. He's fine. I thought he had too much angle on the 7 ball. He should be fine here. And who doesn't like a hill-hill match?
You got what you wanted. And we've got action.
Nice.
I think Earl took your advice.
Nice. See, but now he's waking up
That's
again.
right.
Hill. We have a hill match here.
We got action, folks.
Ask for a better match.
And this match is brought to you by Inside Pool and NYC Grind. All you guys out there in live stream land, please share the page. Give them some thank yous. They are providing this to you for free. Shane Van Boening, Earl Strickland. Shane Van Boening had a nickname.
South Dakota Kid, I think.
That's it, that's right. South Dakota Kid and the Pearl. Earl the Pearl. Now what happens here? Give me your predictions.
If he makes the one ball on the side, he's probably gonna run out. Let's see if the one ball goes in the side, because that's what he's gunning for. He's gunning for the one in the side. Oh, he almost got kicked in. So you know what? Look, the 6 went in.
And the 2, and the 2, and the 1.
Oh,
And look at
wow. It looked like he was going to get stuck a couple of times there, and then the ball just dropped in.
Earl made more balls on that break than they've made all match in all the other racks.
Yeah.
And he's got a clean shot at the 3 ball. The room is electric right now.
It's silent, but it's about to get crazy here if Earl ends up winning this match.
It will literally
That's an
vibrate
understatement.
the room.
That's an understatement.
I think they should give a warning to everybody playing a match. Whoever's shooting the 10 ball, if it's Earl in particular, just don't shoot because you're going to get sharked.
And you know, Earl's very, very proud of the titles that he's won. And one thing that I've always admired about him is that when he wins a championship, he fights really hard to defend that championship. And he won the Ginky Memorial last year, and you better believe he wants it again this year.
I hope he doesn't touch that 10. Did he move out?
Nope.
Wow.
How good did he hit that?
He hit that awesome. Well, no matter what happened to this match, the one-loss side got a lot tougher.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Drama all the way to the end.
He's such a showman. He just wanted everybody to make sure they're still awake. And oh my gosh, he's got to come down table.
Yep.
He's got to come down table.
I think he's going to hit 2 rails on this one. Uno, dos.
So good. So good.
Joe Kong, Travis McKinley on 22. Joe Kong, Travis McKinley, 22.
You absolutely gotta love it. You gotta love it. What a great match. You could ask for a better match.
If there was one match to rewatch, it was that one.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank everyone again for tuning in. I will let Gail check out because I have to go play my second round match. I haven't even played my second round match. So thank you everyone again for tuning in. I appreciate all your comments. Please enjoy the rest of the tournament and hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you for watching. And one last thank you to our sponsors. One last Credit Q's.